This is week 4. This is Tammy Galvin. This is my Principle of Public Administration week 4 presentation. First, it was the government agency situation. I chose the Border Patrol. Right now, it seems like it's a hot topic, so I chose this for my scenario. Border Patrol agents are voicing concerns over the new policies, and they say it poses a threat to the national security. There's been some pay reduction, decreased training time, and the need for improved equipment. I guess the big question is, do they want what the Border Patrol is saying? Do they want us to be security guards or law enforcement due to the limitations that they have now? So what they question is if someone's under suspicion of illegally being present in the U.S., they now must ask additional questions to clarify if an illegal alien is eligible under the DACA program. And that will determine if an illegal alien's ability to remain in the country rather than be deported. So that's a big change from years ago when if they were an illegal alien, they would be deported. There was no DACA to protect them. There's also prosecution discretion. They're not prosecuting criminal aliens under a certain predetermined criminal threshold, and that allows criminal aliens to continue to stay and live life within the U.S. without any consequences. So therefore, that compromises national security when you don't let the agents do their job. So that's my government scenario. Next was the 3 leadership theories. The first one, the skills theory of leadership. So that theory is the approach of effective leadership, which requires technical, human, and conceptual skills. Basically, that's heavily influenced by personal traits. The next one is situational leadership. It's when the leader must adjust his or her style to fit the development level. This can build morale amongst employees. I believe that the situational leadership is important. And also the servant leadership is when the servant leader shares power and puts the needs of others first. That requires a lot of active listening and commitment, wanting commitment to growth. I believe all 3 of them are good theories and are important in jobs and businesses. These 3 leadership theories. Next is the two-factor theory, also known as the motivation hygiene theory. This is Heisenberg's theory. It concludes that there are certain factors in the workplace that can cause job satisfaction and a separate set of factors that can cause dissatisfaction. The next one was the leader that I tend to follow would be one that's responsible and has positive morale. I don't like to go to work and it all be negative with no positive morale. I think morale, if you don't have positive morale, and then people tend to not care anymore and they're just there to get a paycheck and not really give 100% in their job or the workplace. So if I were to follow the leader, it's going to be one that's responsible and who has positive morale. Next, the leader I strive to be is the servant leader. I believe that one must share power and put the needs of others first in order to have a positive workplace and to be a positive leader. I believe that control is not leadership. The main function of leadership is to produce more leaders. I found this quote by Albert Einstein that kind of fits this week's work and this slideshow that I presented. So I believe that strive not to be a success, but rather be a value. And that's my slideshow for week 4.